Welcome back to B&B Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the issue surrounding Steffy Forrester and Finn's relationship as it faces perhaps its greatest challenge yet. The romantic journey of Steffy and Finn appears to be reaching a critical crossroads, with their future hanging in the balance. What started as a beautiful love story has evolved into a complex web of family drama, safety concerns, and emotional turmoil. Their relationship, once seemingly unbreakable, now teeters on the edge of collapse under the weight of Finn's complicated family connections. The Luna connection. The introduction of Luna Nozawa into their lives has created unprecedented tension. This biological connection between Finn and Luna represents more than just a newly discovered father-daughter relationship. It symbolizes yet another family complication that Steffy never signed up for. The revelation has reignited fears and anxieties that Steffy thought were firmly in the past. Finn can't simply erase Luna from his life, whispers a source close to the couple. Blood ties run deep, and despite his love for Steffy, he feels a responsibility toward his daughter that cannot be ignored. This emotional tug-of-war has placed Finn in an impossible position. On one side stands his wife, demanding complete severance of ties with Luna. On the other, a daughter he's only beginning to know. The conflict has created a chasm between husband and wife that widens with each passing day. Past trauma resurfacing. The Sheila Sharp saga left deep emotional scars on Steffy that have never fully healed. Those who follow the couple closely have noticed how the Luna situation has triggered memories of that traumatic chapter. Steffy's reaction isn't merely about Luna herself. It's about the pattern of disruption that seems to follow Finn's biological connections. Every time Steffy thinks they've moved past the family drama, another skeleton falls out of Finn's closet, notes a longtime viewer of their relationship dynamics. The unpredictability has become exhausting for her. The constant state of vigilance required to protect herself and her children has taken a tremendous toll on Steffy's emotional well-being. What was once occasional anxiety has transformed into a persistent state of unease that colors every aspect of their marriage. The breaking point. Industry insiders suggest that the current situation with Luna may prove to be the final straw for this troubled marriage. Unlike previous challenges, this one strikes at the core of their relationship: trust, security, and shared vision for the future. Steffy has demonstrated remarkable resilience throughout their relationship, observes a relationship expert familiar with their history. But everyone has their breaking point, and Steffy may be approaching hers. The ultimatum regarding Luna places both Steffy and Finn in untenable positions. For Steffy, accepting Luna means inviting more potential danger and drama into their lives. For Finn, rejecting Luna means denying a fundamental part of his identity and responsibilities as a father. Life after Finn? The question that haunts Steffy, and viewers, is whether she might actually find greater happiness without Finn in her life. Would the absence of constant family drama outweigh the loss of their love? Freedom from fear can be its own kind of happiness, suggests a psychologist who has analyzed their relationship patterns. Sometimes what feels like heartbreak in the moment becomes liberation in retrospect. Yet the path forward isn't clear-cut. Steffy's heart remains deeply entangled with Finn's, creating an emotional paradox, the potential for both relief and devastation should they separate. This duality reflects the complex nature of their bond. A connection strong enough to withstand numerous challenges yet potentially vulnerable to this newest test. The cycle of separation and reunion. History suggests that even if Steffy and Finn do separate, their story may not end there. The pattern of breaking apart only to find their way back to each other has characterized many iconic relationships in their world. Their love story has never followed a straight line, reminisces a longtime chronicler of their relationship. The question isn't whether they'll face separation, but whether they'll find their way back from it. This cyclical nature of their relationship points to a deeper truth: sometimes people need distance to recognize what they truly value. For Steffy, time apart from Finn might provide clarity about whether the love they share outweighs the complications he brings into her life. The road ahead. As Steffy contemplates her future, those close to her will undoubtedly offer opinions about whether she's better off without Finn. Yet ultimately, this deeply personal decision rests with her alone. The heart knows what it wants, even when the mind counsels otherwise, philosophizes a friend of the couple. Steffy's journey forward will be guided by what she discovers she truly cannot live without. Whatever path Steffy chooses, it's clear that both she and Finn face a period of profound soul-searching. Their story reminds us that love, while powerful, must sometimes compete with other fundamental needs like safety, peace, and stability. As this chapter in their tumultuous relationship unfolds, one thing remains certain: the connection between Steffy and Finn, whether they remain together or part ways, will continue to evolve in ways that challenge them both to re-examine what they truly want from life and love. Next, we will learn about the issue that could potentially tear apart one of the show's most beloved couples. The drama unfolding between Finn and Steffy has reached a critical point, and recent developments with Luna's legal situation might be the catalyst for their marriage's collapse. The family Finn always wanted. Finn has spent his entire life searching for his biological roots, yearning for connections to his birth family. This deep-seated desire has always created an underlying tension in his relationship with Steffy, who already has strong family ties of her own. The recent revelation of Luna as his daughter has awakened something profound within him, a chance to finally have blood relatives in his life. With Luna now free from legal constraints, Finn stands at a crossroads that could fulfill his lifelong dream. The biological family he's been searching for throughout his existence is finally within reach. This represents not just a new relationship, but the completion of an emotional journey that began long before he met Steffy. His desire to connect with his biological family has been a driving force in his character development, creating a complex emotional landscape that Steffy may not fully comprehend. The contrast between their family situations couldn't be more stark. Steffy has always been surrounded by the powerful Forrester clan, while Finn has navigated life without knowing his origins. This fundamental difference in their experiences might finally become too significant to overcome. Steffy's failed mission. When Steffy discovered Luna's whereabouts at the Spencer mansion, she immediately formulated what she believed was a foolproof plan to send Luna back to prison. Her determination to protect her family and marriage drove her to take decisive action, racing to the Spencer estate with righteous indignation fueling her every move. However, her carefully constructed plan crumbled spectacularly when Chief Deputy Bradley Baker arrived at the Spencer estate. Initially, it appeared Steffy would get her wish as Baker seemed ready to arrest Luna for apparent violations of her house arrest conditions. The minor infraction of opening the door, which technically breached Luna's restrictions, seemed enough for Steffy's plan to succeed. The shocking revelation that Luna had received a full pardon completely blindsided Steffy, leaving her stunned and powerless. This unexpected legal maneuver effectively neutralized Steffy's attempt to remove Luna from their lives, forcing her to confront a new reality where her husband's daughter would remain free and potentially become a permanent fixture in their world. Steffy's reaction to this setback reveals much about her character. Her instinct to control situations and eliminate threats to her family now faces a challenge she cannot simply outmaneuver through determination or force or influence. The mysterious pardon. The circumstances surrounding Luna's sudden pardon raise numerous questions about who might be pulling strings behind the scenes. The Los Angeles Police Department doesn't typically issue pardons without significant influence being exerted, suggesting powerful forces are at work. Bill Spencer emerges as the most likely candidate behind this surprising legal development. Known for his ruthless tactics and vast resources, Bill possesses both the means and motivation to orchestrate such an outcome. It's entirely possible he established contingency plans long ago, perhaps paying off officials to ensure Luna would receive a pardon if her identity was ever discovered. This calculated move aligns perfectly with Bill's character, always thinking several steps ahead and protecting his interests through whatever means necessary. The timing of the pardon, arriving precisely when Luna needed it most, further suggests deliberate orchestration rather than coincidental legal proceedings. The implications of this behind-the-scenes manipulation extend beyond Luna's freedom, potentially creating new power dynamics and alliances that will reshape relationships throughout Los Angeles's elite circles. Changing perceptions. Until now, Finn had seemingly made peace with his daughter's incarceration, viewing it as the best solution for preserving his marriage and protecting his family with Steffy. Luna behind bars represented a contained threat, acknowledged but safely removed from their daily lives. However, Luna's newfound freedom fundamentally changes this equation. No longer viewing her through the lens of a convicted criminal, Finn now has the opportunity to see Luna primarily as his daughter, a shift in perspective with profound implications for his marriage. This evolution in Finn's thinking represents a significant character development. The moral certainty that allowed him to accept Luna's imprisonment is giving way to more nuanced emotions about family, forgiveness, and second chances. As he begins to see Luna as more than just her past actions, the emotional distance he maintained will likely diminish. For Steffy, this transformation in her husband's attitude presents an existential threat to their relationship. She has relied on Finn's agreement that Luna represented danger, and his changing perspective undermines the united front they previously maintained. Marriage at breaking point. The foundation of Finn and Steffy's marriage has already been severely tested by his complicated relationships with both Luna and Sheila. These biological connections have repeatedly created tension, with Steffy feeling threatened by the pull these women exert on her husband despite their troubling histories. Their relationship now hangs by the thinnest of threads, with Luna's freedom potentially being the final stress that causes it to snap completely. The fundamental disagreement about how to handle Luna's presence in their lives exposes deeper incompatibilities in how they view family, loyalty, and forgiveness. Steffy's current preoccupation with reclaiming Forrester creations further complicates matters, dividing her attention at a crucial moment when her marriage requires focused effort. This professional battle, while important to her identity, may ultimately cost her something far more valuable: her family unit with Finn. The contrast between their priorities has never been more evident. While Steffy fights corporate battles, Finn contemplates embracing the biological family connections he's longed for throughout his life. These diverging paths may prove impossible to reconcile. A new chapter begins. With Luna's legal troubles behind her, a new chapter begins for all involved. Finn will inevitably want to develop a relationship with his daughter, creating opportunities for them to bond and discover their connection. This natural paternal instinct places him directly at odds with Steffy's wishes. Steffy finds herself in an impossible position, unable to legally remove Luna from their lives and powerless to prevent her husband from forming a relationship with his daughter. Her control over the situation has evaporated, forcing her to either adapt to this new reality or risk losing Finn entirely. The complex family dynamics now emerging will test everyone's boundaries, loyalties, and capacity for change. For Luna, this represents a chance at redemption and belonging. For Finn, the family connection he's always sought, and for Steffy, perhaps her greatest challenge yet. Next, we will learn about the fascinating journey of Romy Park as she navigates the emotional roller coaster that is her role as Poppy on The Bold and the Beautiful. Her compelling performance has captivated audiences and transformed the landscape of the show's dramatic narrative. The revelation of Finn being Luna's biological father has unleashed a tsunami of consequences for Poppy's character. With this bombshell now exposed to everyone on the canvas, Poppy faces an onslaught of confrontations that will test her emotional resilience. The upcoming episodes promise intense face-offs with Lee, who will undoubtedly feel betrayed by her sister's deception regarding her son. Meanwhile, Steffy's reaction to learning her husband fathered a child with another woman before they met will likely be explosive and heart-wrenching. Perhaps most devastating will be Luna's response to discovering her mother's lifelong deception about her paternity. These confrontations won't be easy for Poppy, who will undoubtedly be reduced to tears repeatedly as she faces the consequences of her actions. The emotional toll of these scenes will showcase Park's exceptional ability to convey raw vulnerability and regret. Viewers can expect to see Poppy's character development deepen as she navigates the aftermath of her secrets being exposed, potentially leading to moments of redemption or further complications in her relationships. The ripple effects of Poppy's deception have already manifested in tragic ways. Her secretiveness regarding Luna's paternity created a cascade of events that ultimately led her daughter down a dark path. Luna's transformation into a murderer represents the most heartbreaking consequence of Poppy's lies. This development has not only destroyed Luna's future but has sent shockwaves through both the Nozawa and Finnegan families, shattering their foundations and forever altering their dynamics. Throughout this tumultuous storyline, Park has demonstrated remarkable emotional range, consistently delivering performances filled with authentic tears as Poppy grapples with the devastating impact of her choices. Her ability to convey maternal anguish, regret, and desperation has added layers of complexity to what could have been a one-dimensional character. Park's nuanced portrayal has enabled viewers to feel conflicted about Poppy, condemning her actions while simultaneously empathizing with her predicament. When Park joined the cast in 2023, she couldn't have anticipated the dramatic weight her character would carry. What initially may have seemed like a supporting role quickly evolved into a central figure in one of the show's most compelling storylines. The writers clearly recognized Park's talents and capitalized on her ability to handle emotionally demanding material, placing Poppy at the center of a narrative web that continues to entangle multiple core characters. Park's journey to landing this significant role included an emotionally charged audition that foreshadowed the tearful scenes that would become a hallmark of her character. During her reading with Lisa Yamada, who portrays her on-screen daughter Luna, Park experienced a genuine emotional connection that brought her to tears. This authentic reaction demonstrated not only her acting prowess but also her natural chemistry with her future co-star. The intensity of this audition moment was such that Casey Kasperzik, the show's supervising producer, had to provide tissues for Park as her emotional response manifested physically. Rather than feeling embarrassed by this vulnerability, Park embraced it, later reflecting on how comfortable the B&B team made her feel throughout the audition process. "I don't feel intimidated. I can just be myself with this group," she explained in an interview with The Locker Room, highlighting the supportive environment that allowed her authentic talent to shine. The impact of Park's powerful audition was immediate and decisive. In a rare occurrence in the competitive world of television casting, she received an offer for the role on the same day as her audition. This unusually swift decision caught both Park and her agent by surprise. "I got hired the same day. My agent said, that was quick," Park recounted. The actress confessed to being actually dumbfounded by the rapid offer, explaining that after becoming accustomed to rejection in the industry, when you're used to hearing no, a yes can be a wonderful surprise. The shock of this positive outcome was so overwhelming that Park humorously admitted, "I forgot everything. I couldn't remember my own name at that point." This immediate recognition of Park's talent speaks volumes about the impression she made on the casting team and producers. In an industry where actors often endure numerous callbacks and lengthy waiting periods, Park's immediate casting represents an exceptional vote of confidence in her abilities. This confidence has been thoroughly validated by her subsequent performances, which have consistently elevated the emotional stakes of the show's narrative. As the storyline continues to unfold, viewers can anticipate even more emotionally charged scenes from Park. The revelation of Poppy and Finn's past affair has opened a Pandora's box of dramatic possibilities that will likely keep Park's character at the forefront of the show's narrative for the foreseeable future. The tears she shed during her audition were merely a preview of the emotional journey awaiting both the character and the actress. Park's portrayal of Poppy represents the essence of soap opera drama at its finest, complex characters making questionable choices that lead to explosive consequences, all delivered through performances that connect viscerally with the audience. As viewers continue to follow Poppy's journey through the aftermath of her revealed secrets, they can expect Park to deliver the emotional authenticity that has already made her a standout addition to the Bold and the Beautiful's talented ensemble.